Welcome back to the channel, and today we've got Gameplay Friday, Call of Duty Ghosts. Let's get camping. So as some of you will know that Call of Duty has gone back to boots on the ground this year, and with the release of World War II, Call of Duty World War II. And I thought I'd just go back a little bit in time and play a little bit of Call of Duty Ghosts. A bit team deathmatch. This game, I know this wasn't the most popular Call of Duty ever, but I actually love this game. Played a lot of multiplayer on this game, and I actually met a whole lot of a group of guys, terrific guys, who we just spent hours and days playing the multiplayer of this game, and just having a bit of a laugh and kicking back. And so I've only just recently reconnected with that group because Call of Duty Ghosts has become backwards compatible now for Xbox One. And so I recently played my first game with the group that I used to play with after about 12 months. So I'm just feeling the enemy out here, and we will show you camping 101 in this video. No advanced movement in this video, all boots on the ground stuff, and it's kind of weird having played Black Ops 3 to go to this. It feels much slower. Oof, ouch. That guy's going to get a surprise in 2 seconds. So yeah, it does feel much different a game, but I do enjoy it, and I'm going to be interested to see how Call of Duty World War II goes. I've watched a number of... Let's just sneak up on these guys. Never even saw me coming. I've saw a number of previews of World War II, and it looks awesome. So I'm going to show you how to camp up this room. So I entered the room, I was 2 down. Sorry, I was 1 death down, 1 and 0. There we go, now 3 and 1. And just keep an eye on that score counter, how it just racks up the kills. And that's the thing about Call of Duty Ghosts, and maybe the thing that people didn't like, that part of the game, very big part of the game, is people camping things up. Hi, don't shoot me, I'm in your team. And so it's not often that I show you this kind of style of gameplay, but I thought I'd just switch it up a little bit. And you can see I'm just patrolling back and forward in from this room. I expect them to come that way, but they actually don't come that way at once. Here we go, got somebody here. And what I might do is I'll put my loadout at the end of this game that I use. So if you're interested in the setup I've got, you can have a good look at it. Okay. So generally this is a high traffic area next to this kiosk here. And you probably can hear with the audio, I can hear so many footprints and footsteps all around me. And I'm still trying to get used to the fact that I'm back in Call of Duty Ghosts and trying to decipher which is my teammates' footprints and which are mine. So 4 and 1, and I'm just, there we go, 5 and 1, and I'm on into my guard dog, and I love this. This is Riley. Riley looks like that was an enemy. He came and said hello, and here's another guy. And just like that, I've got my sentry gun. So Riley, there's Riley there. We'll see him in a sec. Just put that there. It's very similar to Dogmeat. There you go. The only thing with Riley is Riley can give your position away if he's positioned in the wrong place. Sentry gun's doing some work. It takes him a while to actually get me out of this room. in the position I'm tracking for most of the time I'm up here. Ultimately, I don't track it, and I come unstuck with it. So The big challenge about Call of Duty Ghosts, of course, is even though you're in a room like this, there are a number of areas that they can come from. And that's why Riley's such a good companion to have, because he will growl if somebody comes even close to you. So there's a room just down to my left there. There's a room up there that people will come have a look at, and so there's lots of angles they can shoot you in this room. For some reason they leave me completely alone, and somebody has got a juggernaut but hasn't picked it up for some unknown reason. Sometimes they do that. What they will do is they'll just leave it for the enemy to try and come and collect, and they'll just sit and wait for them to come and try and collect the care package. So that tells me there's been a bit of activity back behind me. Nobody down there. Let's have a look. Oh, there's a guy down there. I see him. And you can see with the tracker sight, there we go. Tracker sight, it gives you a good view of their outline. Now there is a perk to counteract that, and a few people run it. So now get the battle hind in, it'll start to do some work. And we're in a very strong position here. Oh, who's that? I can hear somebody. Let's have a look. I'm paranoid about somebody coming through that door. Just have a peek down here. Yeah, no, there's it. Hi. And I did see somebody right up at the end of the hall. I'll go back and get them in a sec. Ranked up, that's fantastic. And you know, you could pretty much stay up here all day. And I get an assist behind, cleans them up. And here's where we make the mistake. Go to reload. How many times do you see when I'm reloading? There you go. And they come up finally and get me out of that room. But they go 11-1 before they got me out of that room. There we go. Got through all the streaks. And that was my fault. I had put my gun down just at the wrong point. But now I know they're coming through this way. There we go, and we'll pick up a two-piece, but that person just killed me up in the top of the window. Well, that's okay. 15-4. It's a pretty good effort for me. So I'm going to sit back here and see if they're going to come through. Just kill me up in the window, so they might come through this way. Nothing coming, so let's have a look and just see if... Usually they'll come through this alleyway here. Right, oh, there you go. Right on cue. And this really is a game of patience as well. A lot of patience. I saw that person jump up to the left. I'm just going to wait and see if they come back. A lot of the time they will come back, just like that. Push up. Oh, somebody climbing the ladder. So they were 17-4. 1 assist, going fantastically. And that'll do. Good first game. So let's see how we did. Final kill cam. Ooh, could have got a 3-piece there. Double kill. Villain is lit. And there you go, we ended up 3rd, which is not too bad. So now I'll leave my setup and then we'll get into the next one. Let's have a quick look at the setup, and you can see here I'm running the M27. If you want to have a good look at this, you can pause it, but I'm using the tracker sight and grip and dog turret and battle hind as my streaks. Focus, scavenger, awareness, quick draw, and sprint. Some of the sprint ones, and dead silence I'm running. So I'm going to have a good look at that. I'll leave that up and then we'll get into the next game. So here we go, Stonehaven. Just kind of ironic given what I'm building at Nordhagen at the moment. This is a huge map, the old Scottish castle in the background, and one of my favourite maps. A lot of people dislike this map a lot, but I actually really enjoy this. Very long lines of sight, which is perfect for me and my LMG. Now, you might have noticed that the account I'm playing on is not my channel account, but I was playing Call of Duty Ghosts a long time before I had a YouTube channel, and I've invested a lot of time and a lot of hours into the game. So I use this one as my main account, and it's all linked to the guys that I used to play with about a year ago. Now you can usually get a kill up here. Can't see anybody, so I'm just going to come along to the next point. This guy's had a bit of a check, usually up there, and yeah, you can see right in that doorway. And that was just bad aim, but it's put me in a perfect spot. And this guy comes back and just gets trashed a number of times here. This is one of my favourite spots on the map, just to sit here, because it gives you a great overview of the map and the high traffic areas. So I've just been I can see a person right there. Just been a little bit cautious there, and I thought they might have seen me, that they didn't. Yep. Say good night. Here's this guy that I killed first. Come back for another goal, and he's. And this is a good old trick. Just kill him on one side, go to the other side. You watch him come in. I can hear the footsteps very clearly, so I know there's somebody right next to me.
We're in the lead.
Here they come.
We've lost the lead.
Oh, and he was looking in that corner. Easy kill. Sometimes when you're doing this kind of if you like camping, one of the things to do is not to stay in the same area too long, unless you're completely confident that you can hold it down. Otherwise they'll just swamp you. If they're a good team, they'll try and swamp you. That guy's back in the same spot again. Second contestant. Now I've got my guard dog, and now I'm in strong position. So don't forget, again, we started with one death. There we go. Oh, Riley's just fishes. There's somebody else, and that's the guy from before. Now, thinking about picking up that honey badger. Now, if it was me and I had somebody that was doing that to me, I would try and flank them. So now I'm going to check down the bottom here, just see if anybody wants to kind of participate in flanking me down here. And then we'll go back to our spot. And again, I've delayed the time. I've moved away from the spot, so the enemy might think that I'm not here anymore and that I've moved on. And you can see it's a huge map. All the time I'm playing, I'm keeping a very close eye on the minimap. Oh, somebody in that window there. There you go. Nice. This is a real dodgy move I'm about to make, but if you can get your sentry gun up here, this is a good defensive position to have. And then we're going to pop back behind that wall there. And, you know, I'm sure that people will criticise me for this type of gameplay, but I'm trying to get my KD up. Unfortunately, my KD is extremely low in this game as I was learning it, and so I'm working on just improving that and getting it up to a decent level. If a number of you guys have this game, the 360 Xbox 360 version, or even the Xbox One, I guess, I'd be happy to hop on with my Gaming for XP account and play with you guys if it's of interest. I can hear somebody. Oh, there he is. Good try, mate. You could have some better aim than that though. Eventually they will get me here though. Oh, somebody there. And you can see this tracker sight is just amazing. I think ultimately there's a couple of guys there, they get me. So there's two guys at once. So what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and track around. I know where they are now. So I'm going to try and track down to that end of the map. See if we can surprise these guys. So there is a game mechanic in this particular Call of Duty where if you jump, like see that guy was jumping there, it actually throws your aim off. And so the way that the aiming system works in this game is that you aim in and it will lock on. If you jump, it apparently throws the auto aim off. So I can see there's a skull there. So there's somebody coming through here, or somebody in this area. Who is that? Who's shooting at me? So this is something you shouldn't do. Come through the center of the map here because this is dangerous territory doing this. There's a guy up there, no? And he got me. And that's why you shouldn't go through the center of the map too often. And he killed my guard dog, which I get very upset when Riley gets killed. I don't like that at all. So I'm going to have a revenge kill right there. Who's shooting at me? I saw you. What? I don't think that was the guy that was shooting at me, but we'll take the kill. And we'll try... Oh! So there's a spawn point in the back of the castle there. And there's a very smart guy in the back of the spawn here who's using my trick. And good luck to him. There you go. Right there. Hiding in the back there. Good on you. I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all. I think this is where we start to play a little bit of a game with one player. And you'll see what I mean in a sec. So, because I've got headphones on, I can hear the guy off to my left coming.
Friendly Trinity rocket inbound.
I'm just scoping and I hear that guy very clearly. So I'll look in the minimap and see where my teammates are, and then I can sort of predict where the spawn's going to be. So I'm predicting that this guy's going to come through the hole in the wall here. I'm going to spot it and right on cue. There you go. So now that I've got him, he'll probably spawn there again. So one of the things to do is just move your position. Reposition. And this guy's not happy now, so he's going to come back and look for me. So I'm just going to reposition, and I can actually already hear him. Can already hear him coming. Here he comes. There you go. That's 3. Just take some scavenger pack. And one of the things I'm going to do is set up here and just see if he comes through this little corridor here. Just head glitch it a little bit. And you can see the battle hind. A battle hind just blew up there, so that tells me somebody's sitting in that back corner. It's a very good indication of where the enemy might be. So they're sitting back behind that wall. Nobody coming, so it's probably time to move. Change the angle, see if we can catch somebody. Use the cover to your advantage. Ooh, watch this. Oh, look at that. So they've got an IMS sitting in there. So I'm going to just have a look. And I actually see that person. Just at the corner of my eye, saw that person sitting there. So we're going to see if we can tempt them out. Come on. I can hear somebody fairly close. There you go. Easy kill, but now he knows I'm coming. So I've lost my element of surprise, and I give away a kill here right at the end. It's our friend coming through the wall. There he is. And that's just bad aim. But if you know how many hours I've got invested in this game, you understand how I can predict a lot of the spawns. And there we go. 69-58. 14 and 7, 1 assist. Not too bad, just to finish off. Hope you've enjoyed this, guys, and we will catch you next time.